What's up YouTube, Dan here, and welcome to a new episode of my Barcelona career mode on FIFA 14. So we're starting off with some more transfer window action here, and I've just got something that actually quite bad happened last night. So I was recording around about 2 to 3 hours of my career mode for Barcelona, and unfortunately actually cut out, and it was around about 3 hours. That means my Elgato actually cut out. If you guys have actually used the Elgato, you'll know if you've used it before, it does sometimes cut out, and it's just really unfortunate. And that means I've lost a lot of gameplay, and that means I've lost the next kind of games are really exciting, and I've kind of got into this game more and more, and the gameplay does actually improve in the next couple of episodes. But if you do want me to start a new career mode, because I will probably have to miss out quite a lot of episodes and that kind of thing, or quite a lot of gameplay, I'm thinking of doing a new career mode. I'm thinking of doing Dortmund, and to kind of apologise to you guys for all this kind of like new career modes every couple of days, I will try and push out maybe 3 episodes for the first couple of days, just for you guys to get into the series, and that's what I try and do. And I was looking through my old videos, my Bayern Munich episode 1, 2, 3, that kind of thing on FIFA 13. I was realising that I kind of made the episodes a lot shorter, but it was kind of easier to commentate because I did have actually less going on in the moment. So if you know what I mean, so I kind of included less highlights, kind of got through the career mode a lot quicker. So that's what I want to return to. I want to return to maybe 6-minute episodes and just produce a lot more of them. That's what I'm trying to put the point across. So we're actually having a look at Paul Pogba here. He's actually 20 years old. You don't actually know his rating, but I do know it's around about 79 to about 82. That's what I'm guessing, and he has a great potential. So if I do start a new career mode, I'll hopefully go for him, because it just really works well. You've got Xavi's quite small but still really technical. You got Iniesta for the dribbling, you got Pogba for just the brick wall in the CDM. He's just an amazing player, and I've actually really enjoyed using Pogba. Probably my favourite signing of this whole career mode so far. You've also got Royce, you've got Matuidi, and a couple of other players that I've signed during this career mode. I was actually playing Neymar at centre forward, and then I went for, I think Messi was out for this game. Maybe he was a bit tired or something, I can't quite remember, because this was actually about a week ago, because I was recording a lot of my Tottenham career mode. But as you know, the live commentary actually cut out for one of the episodes, so I'm just having bad luck, but I will try and get a lot of episodes out if I do start a new one. I'm really thinking about Dortmund and how can I improve their team if I do start a new career mode with them. So we're going into the first game of the episode. I think it's like the Community Shield equivalent, if you know what I mean. If you guys watch the Liga BBVA, which I don't actually currently watch, I don't find it too interesting. That's why I'm not really interested in this career mode anymore too much. It's just a bit too boring for my liking, and the gameplay is kind of slow, and I've noticed that the low quality teams actually keeping the ball for too long is just ridiculous. And I've tried my Tottenham career mode. It's actually the same kind of problem for me, so I'm going to try the Bundesliga out. I know it's probably the quickest league in the world right now, because obviously Bayern Munich, Dortmund, and you can see there, got a problem for you guys. So look at the heading there, so OP. I think that's Jordi Alba actually got out jumped, is the word, isn't it? So we get the ball here, we're 1-0 down at this point in the 31st minute, sorry, and we actually get the ball to Neymar on a really nice work goal there. When I did score that goal, I was just thinking that is a good goal. So a couple of lob balls over the top leads to Neymar getting the equaliser, making it 1-1 as we go into half time. So not the worst of first halves, and I think this was the second leg if I'm not correct. I think this actually was the first leg. I just haven't played this for such a long time, but I think this is a Community Shield equivalent, because I think Atletico Madrid won the what's it called? I don't know anything about it. I think it's like Super Cup or something. Maybe you guys can leave in the comment section below, like the FA Cup equivalent. I'm sorry, I don't really watch the Liga BBVA. So you saw there the OP header there. It's just on this game so far, it's really good when you score them, when you concede them, especially when you're losing. It's so annoying, and just really need to get used to it. I think FIFA 14 or EA have actually tried to patch it up, but it hasn't really worked for me so far. So you see, I actually did start off with a slightly weakened team. I did actually play PK in the first half, or I think I brought him on the second half, or I don't know what was actually going on. I actually tried to play Royce at the left centre mid, Alex Song at the middle or the right centre mid, and then Pogba's the CDM. So I went for a bit of a different formation here, with Song that was actually going to push back a little bit, because I did actually set his work rates to a bit further back, and you can see there, it can actually instantly work there. You got Pedro in the 40th minute getting the first goal, or the first goal for him. I think this is his first goal of the season, but look at that lob ball, so OP again. And you guys in the comment section below can leave, first of all, what career mode do you want me to do, and second of all, you can leave what is your most overpowered and most annoying thing on this game so far. You can see there a really amazing touch there from Jordi Alba, clearly having an amazing game, and you can see there just a really poor bit of defending there, kind of falling asleep there, my defence. And you can see there Jordi Alba with an absolutely amazing touch leading to a corner kick, and you can see it's going to be Arda Turan on the corner. It comes in, but a great header away, and we can try and break from this. Neymar does actually get out strength there, which isn't surprising to see. I was trying to lob the ball away, but it just delayed, and that you guys might have had that as well. You'll see there the ball comes back in, and it actually leads to a goal. David Villa gets his old team, obviously Barcelona, going to Atletico Madrid. I think that's a good signing for him, because he's going to be one of their main players this season. You can see again another goal from David Villa to make it, I think it's 3-2 at this moment. I don't know what the score, I think it's 3-2. And I was actually really annoyed at this goal, because look, Dani Alves, why isn't he picking him up? And I know Villa's actually quite good, but Dani Alves should have him, or maybe even PK should be marking him, or whoever should be marking him. I think it's Mascherano. Does actually have really poor marking on this game. So you can see that David Villa did actually make a massive impact on this game. You can see again, they get another really messy goal there. I think that his name is something like Christian Rodriguez. He's actually a right midfielder, not too bad. I just want to quickly talk about my Ultimate Team series. A lot of you have been asking about where's the Ultimate Team. Simply at the moment, I haven't played a single game on Ultimate Team this season. Maybe a couple of games with my friend's house and that kind of thing. But apart from that, I haven't actually started my Ultimate Team. So I'm thinking of doing maybe a Road to Glory, which I'm going to call maybe Starting from Scratch, or the Ultimate Team Project. And the second series I'm going to be doing is a series which is quite similar to my Navas Road to Man City, which is going to be called Building Belgium. I think that's going to be a good series, and I will do that once I kind of get into Ultimate Team. I need to have a couple of games to get used to it, and that's what I'm going to do. So Building Belgium, just simply, or I'll just explain the Ultimate Team Project. So I have to make a good team and hopefully win Division 1, and hopefully make some great teams. Same kind of story with Building Belgium, only the other thing is I can only use a Belgium team. I have to build the best Belgium team. So you see that I was actually looking at Hummels, because after that game I was really annoyed. David Villa was just dominating in the air, and I was thinking maybe I should buy a new defender, because I did actually explain this in the first episode, but Alves is actually a really attacking player obviously, and PK is actually getting moved across, so that means PK basically is a right centre back / right back, and Puyol doesn't really have the best of positioning, so he's getting kind of pulled across to the left, and then Alba's obviously way up the pitch, so really struggling. I think Hummels will bring some security to the defence, and in my opinion PK and Hummels are probably the best defenders in the world, maybe a couple of others off the top of my head, and maybe David Luiz as well. I'm a big fan of David Luiz. I think he's a decent defender, but you can see that they actually get a corner from the kick-off there, and there's actually a quite nice goal there from Kamako, I think his name is. But Malaga have kind of been ruined, in my opinion, by the selling of Di Michaelis, actually a good player in real life, a solid defender in real life. And Isco, obviously, I don't know why he doesn't have 4-star skills as well, just a quick disclaimer there. Why hasn't Isco got 4-star skills? Just he's a skillful player. I've watched a couple of his goal compilations, and he seems like a really tidy player, and he's going to be a great player at Real Madrid. The thing is, if Tottenham had never bought Gareth Bale, I think the Neymar should have gone Madrid, because he kind of suits their play a bit more, and Isco should have gone Barcelona. I think that's what is like more suited to the respective team. So you see here, we're going into half-time, not too much work at this point apart from Neymar missing 2 open goals there and missing the chance to actually go 1-1. I think at this point maybe even 2 goals could have come from those 2 attacks. And you see here, we're actually struggling on fitness. I think in these first couple of weeks we did have 1 week without 1 game or 2 games, and it's actually really annoying, so I didn't actually have to rest a couple of my players. So we're still losing 1-0, and a really poor defensive mistake there leads to another chance here. Pedro on the ball, he's not going to be caught, and he puts it tightly into the back of the net, and that's not actually a nice goal. He has actually got a 5-star weak foot, so I didn't really have any problems with him taking it with his weaker foot. I think that was his weaker foot. I think he's left-footed, but his right foot is so strong that it's kind of like the same really. So Pedro actually picks up the ball again. We're moving further on into the 81st minute. Some great bit of skill here into the defender, and then you can see a nice finish there, making its way through the defence, and then a fantastic finish. So if you do want me to do another career mode, I will do like shorter episodes though. I will try and push out maybe 2 episodes a day, and I'll kind of apologise to you guys because I really feel bad for kind of starting 2 career modes. Tottenham just simply, the live commentary just cut out, really annoyed me, and Barcelona missed out around about 2 to 3 hours, which is really annoying. That means I have to go back and play all the games, because when I looked at my Gato, I just realised it had lost all the gameplay, and I was just trying to put all the gameplay onto Vegas, and it wasn't there. So if you've enjoyed this episode, remember to leave a like. Maybe we could reach 25 likes. That would just be insane, guys. And just if you enjoyed the episode, remember to subscribe as well. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.